welcome home, all my lovely and my handsome divine loves and divine lovettes. Whoo, I love you guys. I love you guys. From the door to the floor, need I say more? Sure heard me. You guys, let's have a brief moment of silence, if you will, just to set the tone, okay? This is a birthday read for all of my January 27th divine loves and divine lovettes. Wow. Let's have a brief moment of silence, you guys, okay? To cleanse your read. Okay. Let us begin. Thank you. Alfonso, Alfie, Alfredo, Alfred, Alicia, Mo and Moesha, Monye, Jared, Merle, Conan, Keith, Roscoe, Lonnie, Dale, Spirella, and Zone. Somebody named Zone or something like that. Okay, those are the names that came through, you guys. What they mean to you. You heard me. Happy blessed birthday to you guys. I was trying to see if I was getting any downloads, but the main download came today, as you guys see in the well, you see there, Mozart. You shared birthday with Mozart. I mean, that's, to my knowledge, that's what happened there. When I pulled it up, it said, I was like, my goodness, because the download came, and it only came for Mozart's birthday, and it was for him to clear the air about his passing. I didn't know it was so much going on about his passing, like people not knowing what the real cause, and he was trying to set a spiritual tone for a spiritual completion. All right, it's kind of hard when you have some unfinished business, right? Especially to move on to the next phase of evolution, of spiritual evolution. 10:44 is the time on the clock, and it was 3:00 on that clock and 3:03 just now. But nevertheless, you guys, for all of my January 27th birthday, what, Aquarius? What y'all doing out there? What y'all doing? What y'all doing, Aquarius? Let me just see. I'm gonna let the dominoes find out. 10:44 is a message for you guys, so bear with me, okay? Because I'm seeing you guys are ending cycles here for abundance, and the angels are sending you guys everything that you need double. You hear me? Yeah. And some of you guys, in your own, those who are Bible thumpers, it's telling me for you guys to read, Psalms 144. That's what it's saying. Psalms 144. Okay? And some of you guys also 144, and pay attention to verse 5. Okay? All right. Yeah, because you guys are having a real situation where you're completing cycles right now. And I did get a download for you guys, but it's like it came, and then sometimes they leave if you don't hold on to it long enough, because I had to prepare. But it was about, some of you guys are just going out, okay? And you just, it came a different way, like it was a specific download, but it was just saying you guys didn't like your seats. You didn't like where you're seated, where you're going to be seated. You know, you wanted the best seats for wherever you're going, and you don't like the seats. You got the tickets. Somebody gave you the tickets or something like that, but you just don't like the seats, okay? You could care less about the seats. That's what I got from you guys. So what that means to me is you guys, pay attention to grounding, and I'm hearing for you guys to do definitely as much meditation as you can, but mainly cloud meditation. Some of you guys have to let go of past energies, okay? Because some of you guys are holding on to your past energies, like past mistakes and trivial stuff, you guys are holding on to. So what I'm hearing is for you guys to do the cloud meditation. What you're doing is you're picturing a cloud going by in your meditation. And as you're picturing that cloud going by, you're placing whatever is in the past in that cloud that has bothered you so, that's turmoil, that's giving you guys so much torment and dis-ease, right? So just place that in there. Even if there is a disease, because I'm hearing that too, place the energy of that disease into the cloud, okay? Meditate and place it there and just watch it go away, all right? Use your meditation, okay? That's what I'm hearing for my Aquarius. I don't know what spirit that was, but I heard the spirit say the sun will shine on your behind. So no worries, you guys. So yeah, I'm hearing that. Yeah, so you guys making the decision, financial decisions. Some of you guys, juggling. I'm hearing Peter to pay Paul right now. You know what I mean? Some of you guys just simply have two sources of income at this time, and some of you guys are in two minds. You have two mindsets right now because you're busy manifesting. Your crown chakra is open here. I do see that. I do see that for sure. So that's what's going on here. Some of you guys are focusing on two streams of income. Some of you guys are trying to, let me see. Some of you guys are definitely getting ready to take some funds out that you don't want to take out, necessarily. You're dipping into, some of you guys, it's like a savings account, similar. I'm hearing expense account. Some of you guys have a miscellaneous account that you really don't want to go into. Some of you guys have, I'm hearing in case stuff, sugar honey iced tea in case, right? Some of you guys don't want to go in that, and that's what you're making that decision on at this time. Wow. Some of you guys are making a decision also of a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy here that you guys have seemed to be in out of alignment with. Okay, things are a discord at this time. It's some type of third-party energy here that's been investigating, so to speak, poking in your business. Okay, that's what I'm getting, here, right? So that's what I'm getting here. And because these two is, equals that 5, there's some positive change that's going to come about, okay? Some positive change is definitely going to come about here. Yeah, because some of you guys are really strictly focused on the financial woes. Some of you guys couldn't get those tickets that you wanted to be seated in that place. Yeah, some of you guys are going to do some celebrating for your birthday. Bottom line, I do see that right here. You're going to be celebrating you, another person, and another person here. Okay, so I'm seeing the 3 of you guys celebrate, or maybe even 5. Okay. And 2 of those 5 are going to be earth signs that's celebrating with you guys here. Whoa. What is going on, you guys? Why? You guys, ooh, I got spirit don't care. Okay, so yeah, abundance is here. Abundance is right here. You can't make that up. 5 and 3 is 8, so that's abundance. Abundance is here. I am seeing that. But what I'm seeing, because I was asking what you should not be focused on at this time. Some of you guys just trying to figure out what type of money you're going to be spending to celebrate on your birthday. Okay. What you should not be focused on at this time. This is cute. And this is real simple right now. Domino's is saying you should not be focused on not celebrating your birthday. Not because see, a lot of you guys are trying to change the celebration. Okay, you guys should be focused on not changing your plans. Okay, so you guys are going back and forth about celebrating, like I said, because you don't have the right seats. You're not feeling. And those of you who this seat does not apply because there's so many of you guys, it just simply means that you guys are not grounded at this time to enjoy. You're not feeling grounded, so therefore you're like, like that. A lot of you guys, a lot of you guys are just contemplating on, venturing out on celebrating. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So clear. Okay, so we saw what it was on that. Ooh, I put those up, you guys. So we saw what it was there. Now let's see what it is here. Okay, what you guys should be focused on your beautiful, blessed day. It's always good to know, right? Talk to me, quick. It's always good to know, baby. It's always good to know. Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry. So you guys I can barely breathe on that note. What you guys should be focusing on is using different type of like different type of strategies or ways to overcome this depression that's being caused by several triggers right now. Because a lot of you guys are being triggered situations. Some of you guys are being triggered by the death of your father. My condolences to you guys. Yeah, it affects your self-worth in such a way. It hurts. Yeah. So you guys definitely, it's important that you focus on these coping strategies that you may use, not focusing on trying not to overeat, overthink, overexert, overwork those hours, those 2 streams of income, work yourself to death, you know what I'm saying, and be more depressed. And when those triggers come, you're going to be more suppressed, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. And it's really affecting your self-worth. So please be aware of that, because a lot of you guys are definitely dealing with depression at this time and the quote-unquote triggers from it. Big and small losses, all right? Difficulties, they follow us. All these big and small loss difficulties, they follow us throughout life. Even the loss of your father. May he rest in peace, okay? Throughout life, and when you experience this sadness, this grief, this anxiety and depression and moods and anger, at times it's normal, right? Even healthy sometimes, okay? It's healthy to work through it and go through the grief process. There's several steps to the grieving process. Even so sometimes it's healthy, okay, for everyone. But excessively feeling melancholy, feeling anxiety or depressed moods, or a sense of what do you call per, pervasive pointlessness. All right, feeling less than, like I said, it's affecting your self-worth so deep, right, that rarely it ever goes away. So it's now sticking to you like glue, right, and that hurts right now. So that's what I'm getting from this. The symptoms of the reason for depression varies, and it does not always encompass obvious losses or sadness. What is usually experienced by most, however, are persistently negative feelings and thoughts that are difficult or impossible to stop. You may still be able to smile or laugh, but underneath, oh boy, it all lies under it all, it lies a huge, immovable, you know what I mean? It's hard to move this grief that seems, whew, like it's penetrating through your heart. Nobody should go through this depression, this type of depression, any type of depression alone, okay? And with appropriate professional support and patience, it is possible to not only recover from this depression, but also find a more authentic and enriching relationship with yourself first and others. You know, the Most High first, those who believe self, you know, is definitely important because your self leads you to your higher self, you know. So that's what's going on. And for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with situations that you're trying to put a Band-Aid on it and like, oh man. Yeah, because I used to, you know, grease axles on cars and do all kinds of stuff because that was my thing. I like to get dirty and greasy sometimes I do. And I just like to know what I'm doing in everything I do. So, is it cleaner, distributor, do all that stuff. Tie up the axles. I know how to tie an axle with a hanger. I mean, we did all kinds of stuff. But getting back to my point, in point case, you know, it reminds me of somebody having like a leak in their radiator and trying to just do a temporary fix. You know what I mean? Knowing that that's not going to fix it. Or someone who has a hole in their tire too big for any type of fix flat or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just funny, you know, and then you run around and get some, I don't know what you get to put on it, but those things, it just remind me of someone really trying to have like a temporary solution to a major issue that needs to be addressed head on, right? Okay, so especially when it comes to the loss of your father, and some of you guys had addictions in the past, right? Is what I see there. Some addictions, whether it was gambling, money, drugs, alcohol, it doesn't matter. It's here. You know, these addictions have a lot to do with that, you know, with you guys feeling, say like a person who goes through grief that, well, it's all the same. Grief is all the same. The pain is deep regardless, you guys. That's all I can say. Okay, so in regards to you guys trying to at least cope with these situations, how about this? Strategies, they are considered to be responses, right? Considered responses. Strategies are considered responses, and mechanisms, they're automatic responses for coping and self-defense. For like a self, you're defending yourself. You're defending your emotional honor there. There are tools that you're using to shape, you know, to to shape your life. That's what a lot of people are using at this time, right? Strategies consider responses and mechanism are like automatic responses, right? For coping and self-defense are tools we shape early in our lives to help us survive. So that's merely like, when you say survive, to me that's like saying I'm existing. I'm holding this right here. It may not be, it may be an umbrella that's just a stick but no cover, but I'm here, right? And that's what it just reminds me of there. So when you say survive difficult situations and experiences, okay? So that was just to help us survive difficult situations and experiences, to respond in a certain way. And then the biggest deal I always say is, are you reacting or are you responding? That's a big issue to get into, but right now we're getting into this part of it, okay? Their formative, their, forma- their formation is linked, all right, to this formation, like, is linked to our capacity for resilience, right? And how nurtured we were in uncertainty, such as fear as an infant and a child, with being firmly grounded, if you had any ground at all as a child, if you had a life, you grew up with a lot of fear, and I'm talking that unhealthy fear, because there's two types of fear now. One is healthy, one is unhealthy, all right? The fear that keeps you from burning yourself and jumping out in front of a truck, that's the healthy fear, The healthy fear make you put on something, condom, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that type of thing, that's healthy fear. Unhealthy fear is just out of control, It stops you from really being your total self, being exonerating your light, right? That's what I know here. Okay, with firmly grounded, resilient, healthy mechanisms and strategies that are more likely to occur instinctively when you stand up for yourself. If you are bullied, helpful defense mechanisms or reaching out to a friend when struggling, helpful coping strategies. Yeah. So when you reach out to a friend, that's helpful. So when you bully, those type of defensive mechanisms, consider a response when you stand up for yourself. You're considering, at this point that you have to stop it, you have to do something, right? But if you are reaching out to a friend too, you're allowing yourself to ask for help, and that's a big deal in situations like this. So that's another situation there. So again, instinctively standing up for yourself if you are bullied, that's a helpful defense, right? A helpful defense mechanism. Or reaching out to a friend when struggling, helping, coping, that's a helping, more coping strategy. You're helping to do something. Like I said, you guys are going back and forth, but you're gonna link up with some people and you're going to celebrate. You're going to get together. All right. Whereas less grounded resilience can form unhelpful mechanisms and strategies, such as acting out with aggression and perceiving attacks on people. That's unhelpful. That's unhelpful defense mechanism, right? Or turning to addiction during stress and difficulties. That's unhelpful coping strategy. What is your, usual response in challenging a stressful situation is the question you want to be and go with today, because these are the things that you guys must focus on today, because you're dealing with other situations as well that's deeper rooted. Even if however long it's been you lost your father, this is the indirect energy that's coming from, okay, your response, how you respond, and how you're dealing with situations, and the reason you're depressed at this time. The more we do not reach out for help, which is the helpful mechanism part, the coping, the more we do not cope, the less we are able to move forward in our life, right? So it says, are there any behaviors that could be going against your authentic needs? Like I said, so a lot of things like that come about with the depression. You can sex it away, drink it away, gamble it away, because those triggers are going to come. Those triggers, they could be anything, smells. And like I said, like it could be your father's death that could trigger you. You might hear somebody. I remember one time I was walking down the street. I heard a man talk, and he sounded just like my father. Divine Loves and Divine Lovettes, you guys know I love my father to the core. You know what I'm saying? And I turned around, and it's like, that's when I really realized I would never hear his voice again. This was 1996, when I was telling people to invent a card like it's invented now, thank goodness, because I don't want to do it. Like, I know when it's not for me. I was telling certain people to do it. I was like, yo, you have to do this. This is very important. See, they were not where I was. Yeah, I lost my parents early, too, 96, 97, but nevertheless, back to back, a year apart, 96, 97. My father 96, my mother 97. 1996 and 1997. So back then, people were still running around, you know what I'm saying, still acting like people have everyday life, you know what I'm saying, when people also was grieving, but they didn't have a clue, you know what I'm saying. People looking at you like, I'm looking at them like, you know what I'm saying, they looking at me like, I'm looking at them like, I'm like, listen, you got your mommy to borrow from, you know what I'm saying, you got your dad. I never had that. And somebody else probably did, they fathers then put them up, you know what I'm saying, like wig back. But the bottom line is, that is when I shared with people what the Most High put inside me for someone to develop a card that will do that. And then also the Bible came out later on, because that was my invention years ago too. I said, listen, I'm going to leave y'all a Bible, which is my family. I'm going to leave a Bible, with my information in there, with all the things that I know. So when the family go into a problem, whether it's, I jot down every phone call, every conversation, or you're supposed to be transferred here, I'm writing all that down for them to have a serious Bible, not one to play with. Not, here's mommy picture. Here's this and that. No, I'm not playing. I'm giving them facts, okay? I'm not playing, okay? So now that's invented. But I told them this like 1,000 years later, in the past. But nevertheless, though, that's another invention. And that's just some of the things that the Creator instilled, to share with the world, because that's what should have been done. However, I don't think he wanted me to do it. I think he wanted other people to do it, because he would have pushed me a little bit more, like he's pushing me on YouTube. This is my life purpose for now. He pushed me on here with the cards, like I said. So you guys, this is interesting. I want you guys to really go into self. Notice self. Why it's important for you guys to notice self right now. Why it's so important for you guys to focus on self right now is because you have this beautiful ace of action here, okay? This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy dealing with that. Some of you guys have You know, yeah, like a new beginning offered towards you for this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. This cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or I told you guys you were thinking you deciding that money, two incomes, pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action. All right. And if you've been procrastinating, it's time you really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. Wow. Wow. They blew the whistle on you, blew the horn, threw out the wings and everything. Your third eye is open. It's time for action here. Like intuitively, you guys know that this is what you should be focused on. Starting your business and, rekindling your self-worth. Because it starts there. And this is powerful. This is good news. The sheriff is telling you guys that these are new things, wonderful new opportunities coming. That's powerful. So you can't beat that with a bat. New career. Wow. Yeah, so it's time to take action on that new career, you guys. For sure. Okay? So that's what you guys should be focused on at this time is what I'm getting here. Okay? Turn that over here so I can be a little bit. See what you guys should not be focused on. How about that? Are you ready, babe? Are you ready, Kyle? Are you ready, Maria? I heard something. I need to know why it's there. And I have to do you guys is 10:44. I still have to do that. So you guys, for your Friday, let me address this and get the heck out. Oh, wow. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys. So what I'm seeing here is Friday. Some of you guys are going to get some real information for real information, FRI. Some of you guys are going to get, like I said, that sheriff. You're going to get some for real information here. That's going to GAAN. It's like Friday, January. Divine Spirit is pointing that out. About jewelry and nails for some of you guys. I'm going to get you, Aquarius. Yeah, because you guys have been praying to overcome these obstacles and realize success. That is your birthright confirmation. Your birthright is, it tells you right here, you guys have been putting in some prayers. Those of you who don't call it prayers, it's affirmations. All right? You will overcome these obstacles because you guys have reached some type of, this is your birthright, 2-7. It was not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence. You have this birthright, right? Okay, so Divine Spirit speaks through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. That's why you have this number. That's why we have birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes. And that's why people say the numbers don't lie. Why? Because the truth is the light. The light is the most high. All right, you got to at least have this much truth in order to tell a big, big lie. So that 27 is your birthright. You guys have been praying to overcome these obstacles and realize success. These angels are happy with the choices you made in your physical form along your spiritual journey here. But the bottom line is you will realize success. You have beautiful, powerful numbers here. When you even got a 2 in your name, and I'm like, that's your spiritual name, 27. That's your birthright here. When you got that 2, I'm getting ready to get chills. Because when you got that 2, you're talking about the beginning and how two. Just think about how what two correlates to in any good book in the beginning. You had to have two of each, right? You had to have man and woman, right? That's two. All right. So I'm just saying, you guys, this is a powerful number, and that 7 is a multi-dimensional spiritual number. All right. So when the Most High speaks to that, he usually says, "How many days did it take me to make this world? 7 days." So you guys have both combined, and having that said, you have to add them both together. You will have the number 9, the beautiful number 9. That means you guys are spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. Confirmation again. That's why you guys have this beautiful new opportunity, because your third eye's open, and oh man, they blowing a horn on you. It's time for you. It's like Judgment Day. All that work you put in, it's time. Okay, it's straight time. I wanna. Okay, the last spirit is telling me something. Okay, so let's see what you are not supposed to be focused on at this time, okay? Get this out the way. And I didn't know you guys, time fly. I told you I have a lot to do with time. Time flies when you're with me. Oh, don't hang with me. You'll wake up and it'll be 50 years later, okay? I'm going to tell you that. 50,000 years later. .com. All right. What you guys should not be focused on. I was about to say. Okay, so, okay. I see what the mind's, yeah. So don't be so focused on your self-worth as a child. Only deal with it right now, okay? Because it's your childhood. Because a lot of you guys just don't focus on that, the childhood self-worth. Because a lot of you guys had situations in the childhood that will, definitely cause a lot of triggers, Like I said, it already said about the bullies and stuff like that. And these things actually shaped you to be who you are, and it's a big deal. All your longings and your fears, it grew around like a vine. It grew around how how your self-worth, how you dealt with your self-worth when you were a child here. Let me see. Only, if it makes you sad, don't deal with it. Yeah, because it's telling me here you're gonna be you're gonna be very sad. Okay, so don't focus on being sad. Only focus on it when it lifts you up. You hear me? Not the childhood worth. Okay, because that really hurts right now. Yeah. Yeah, because yeah. So please don't focus on your childhood part of your self-worth. Let's deal with the now, with what's going on with the ace and the cherub. And that is major important, okay? Those of you who have things writing on, let me see, this one is not going to be for everyone right here, and I'm ready to close it out. And I apologize, you guys, but time flies. Something is, okay, yeah. Okay, that's what you guys, some of you guys are looking at, like, coming out of a 1-bedroom, going into a 2-bedroom, or 1 and 2. I'm seeing 2s. Some of you guys are renting. Yeah, you can rent to rent. And I'm mad because I still see them nails coming up. I see somebody getting a full set. Somebody. That's crazy, and it's crazy because both of you, whoever this is, I'm gonna get you, Aquarius. I didn't know you were gonna do me like this on the read. Some of you got that. This is the this energy is coming strong. Somebody thinking about 2 full sets, like the nails and then the toenails. Like they're gonna get a full set on their toes, and they're trying to the bangs trying to get the 1 set or the 2 set. That's for some. That's for very few some. But right now, some of you guys are kind of thinking. I'm hearing some of you guys are okay. So you're thinking about money downsizing. Some of you guys may be downsizing at this time. But a lot of you guys are also thinking of. I'm seeing 1 or 2 bedrooms here. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Some of you guys. Wow. Also a landlord. Some of you guys thinking about. I don't know why you guys are thinking about doubling the rent, like going past the rent, doubling. You don't want the rent. Oh, okay, because you're going into your rent money. I told you guys was going into some money. You guys are going into your rent money. Some of you guys are going into your rent money to play a little bit. Yeah, that's what I see. That was confirmation. I'm leaving that where it is. Okay, so that's what I see, you guys. And let's just tap into your birthday money real briefly, because I just need 1 birthday money and I'm down. You guys, I want to cry because I did not know this. You guys, this is the first thing that came up. So those of you who are in the military, thank you for your service. Thank you so much from the bottom of my soul. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys will be held of high honor here. You're going to have this whole new beginning. Yep, a lot of you guys are not going to have any. Okay, so this raise that the sheriff was talking about, what's happening here? I didn't know what that was. Scared of myself. This raise you guys are going to get here. Yeah, so it is going to put you in a state where, because some of you guys are getting bumped up, like the sheriff said, it's not a game. You have this whole new beginning here, and this is beautiful. Nevertheless, you're gonna have double your rent money, so you're gonna be able to breathe. I do know that. You're gonna have your own personal space here. I mean, well, more personal space is what I see. Like I said, judgment has already been made. That's already come down for you guys. It's going down here. The sheriff is not playing. Okay. A lot of you guys, I guess you don't have a clue yet. Okay, yeah, see, it still came out twice for you guys. So a lot of you guys are in the military or some type of official with military entanglements. Can I say entanglement? I love you guys. This is where I don't have my closing remark that I really want at this time, but I'm going to close with this. Because you see your money, you guys. I'm going to close with this. Do you want to share Aquarius gifts? Aquarius know their gifts. Aquarius list. You see, all of these are in my hand, right? Your gift is clairsynthesis. But something dropped, so I want you to see this. Clairsynthesis. This is your gift. All right? This is from Archangel Ragu. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So you guys have clairsynthesis, and you will overcome these obstacles and realize success. I cannot make this up. When I say it, I mean it. All right? And the bottom line is the one that fell was this card. That's the first thing came out. Victory for your gifts, victory for you, and that's what it shall be. Archangel Sandalphon is here. Your prayers have been heard and answered. What did I tell you guys? Sometimes it just, I don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying? So that's the bottom line, you guys. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. But guess what? Until then, namaste. I love you guys. Mwah.